All right. These are the awards we got to fill in, man. MC/Artist of the Year. Who we got? Nas?
Nas.
Nas. All right. Lyricist of the Year.
I think this is a Black Thought Nas conversation. Maybe Ransom. What say you?
I'm going to be real, man. And I think that Black Thought is going to take a lot of our awards this year, rightfully so, because he's had a great year that is kind of being overshadowed by a lot of other things. But yeah, if we want to talk about lyricist of the year, we look at Aquamarine. We look at him on Frequency, on No Fear of Time. And just, I mean, the heavyweights that he has on his album and how he was able to shine above them. I'm inclined to give him lyricist of the year and Nas MC/Artist of the year.
I think Nas is clearly the artist of the year. I think the lyricist conversation is between him and Black Thought. If you want to give that to
I think Lupe's in there too with Ransom, as you said, but I'm going.
They are in the conversation, but this is a Black Thought Nas conversation about the lyricist of the year. I will tell you the separation is Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth is where I will give that to you. Like literally those two records. Forget Thought stunting on everybody else. I ain't worried about him stunting on everybody else.
I mean, I just mentioned that because he, did that and his individual
No, I've
stuff.
always been worried about if he could stunt for himself like that. So the fact that he made Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth this year, listen, which are great hip hop records that don't compromise any of his lyrical dexterity. So I'm okay with him being the lyricist of the year just because he proved, he can make a great hip hop single without compromising any of that Black Thought super ultra magnetic rap shit that he does,
Gotcha. No, I agree 100%.
No Gold Teeth and Aquamarine is proof that he can do it. That's what I mean. We have so much evidence that Nas can do that. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
As great of an MC and a lyricist that Black Thought is, I still think he's elevating and he's showing elevation in his skill set. When you don't think a guy like that can get even better. When you were reading off his verse from Frequency, I was like, this guy's crazy.
Hold on, Mike. I used to rap. I was sitting up here reading the words. I was like, hold on. When do I struggle to rap? When I got to rap Black Thought shit. Even out of practice, out of breath, out of time. I know who I am. It was like, no, I was struggling to rap the shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this motherfucker, great. Even reading his shit is a process and a problem unto itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like that. Now, here's what I would tell you, and this is what I mean, and so people need to understand the difference between the artist of the year and the lyricist of the year. Nas is the artist of the year is because he can make beef and fun and legit and reminisce and once a man, twice a child, all in one fell swoop on the same album. He can make it all in one fell swoop on the same album without help. Thought hasn't proven that yet as a solo MC. Nas has that in the bag 10, 15 times over. This is just further evidence. But the lyricist, combined with the songmaker starting to come out with Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth. And so the next level for him is being able to do the beef. He's got identical deaths, but that next level, as a writer, artist, the full is being able to run the gamut the way Nas did on KD3, and that is the separation. The shout out to Thought. Because quite frankly, he's been our walking standard for bars for a long time, and he never wins Lyricist of the Year from any of these major publications.
It's insane.
They ride his dick for the great lyricist that he is.
Yeah.
They ride his dick and they never hand him an award.
They use him for content. They'll have his freestyles, and shout out to Flex. And that's not a knock at Flex, it's just being real, right? They'll use his Harvard performance and all of that stuff. And it's like you said, he never gets awarded this when we all know, by most standards, he's the best rapper out here.
As far as just the bar work goes, I told you, he's the walking standard for bars. Nas is the greatest MC of all time, but the walking standard for bars and lyricism is Black Thought. And Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth, he gave you evidence this year of it. On the solo tip. I bring up those records because it's not no guest appearances on there. No, that's Thought rocking.
No, that's real. Miss LB with the super chat. Miss LB with the super chat says the same thing you can say for Bone. Their impact is everywhere also. It is as far as the approach of of what they did on the mic, but not from a production standpoint, not from a sonic standpoint, and even with the flow that we talk about. And I even said this when Busy was coming at Migos. I've always felt like Takeoff, because I think he's the one that kind of brought that flow to his camp.
Hold on,
I think that Takeoff took a lot of that from Crime Mob, right? From Lil J from Crime Mob. He was rapping with that infamous flow. And I think Crime Mob was a direct duplicate of what 3 6 was. I don't think that flow came from Bone. I think that Bone's flow was a little bit something different. You know, I think that if you want to say what Beyonce did on Bills or what, you know,
hey Mike,
and Bugaboo and what Mariah was doing, that's fine. Like, that's Bone influence. What are you gonna say, Cool?
We got some people in the chat that feel like Ransom is the lyricist of the year.
Overthought. I think
I'm
that
sorry.
just comes down to
this is what I'm going to tell people again. This is what I mean. No, like, great lyricism is remembered when you put it together in a song format that people remember. That's why Rakim is great. That's why Nas is great. That's why Black Thought's getting this. Give me the Ransom song that's comparable to Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth on a solo mission lyrically, that you can recite like that bangs like that, and I'll hand it to him right now. Give me the records.
I mean, listen.
No, I love Ransom. Ransom's everywhere. He did a lot of great work.
Yeah.
Name the verse that y'all walking around reciting, because I be walking around singing No Gold Teeth and Aquamarine. You feel me?
Well, to our credit, Coop, when Ransom dropped, we said he's lyricist of the year so far. We did say that until Black Thought came along with his album.
I'm sorry, Black Thought songs are just better. Like, Cheat Codes is better than anything Ransom did this year. It's not a disrespect to Ransom.
I mean, it's Black Thought. I don't think Ransom would even think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, for
this even to be a conversation is an honor. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say, Ransom is in a conversation with Lupe, Nas, and Black Thought right now. You don't think that's a come up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he did great work this year, and he deserves to be in that conversation.
Burning Bridges, A Dreadful Symphony. Hell no, Air Pegasus. That's why that's exactly why it's Black Thought right there. The records you just named. Them records is not Aquamarine and No Gold Teeth. You have to put it together, guys. Part of the reason why Rakim is revered. Like, I'm pretty certain there are other guys that were lyrically just as inclined as Rakim, but they couldn't make Follow the Leader, and I ain't no joke. And Microphone Fiend.
Let me get to the super chat.
Let the rhythm hit them. They couldn't make those records. They're songs.
Let me get to the super chat. Let me get to the people that's actually putting their money to their comments real quick. Ohio K says, put a poll up to check the chat's temperature on these awards. Okay, we can definitely do that. Because I would love to see what people think in regards to the Black Thought and the Ransom when it comes to a poll. I'll put that up in 1 second. I think there's another super chat that was from Mad Max that we had coming through. Damn, hope I ain't missing. All right, there we go, Mad Max. Man, this thing is acting buggy as hell right now. Okay, well, the next one, album of the year, KD3.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Mad Max. He said Ransom lyricist of the year. He rapped on more projects at the same high level as Thought. Okay, we'll put a poll up. KD3 album of the year. Anybody have any objections to that? You guys think?
Yeah, I'm about to say, we have some lyricists of the year objections. And think about this. We supposed to be a Nas channel. They going ham for Ransom in here right now.
I love it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with
shout out to Ransom.
Okay.
Because I know Ransom be showing love too.
No, we can hold off on it and let the people decide if that's how they feel. But put the vote up, Mike, and let people decide the lyricists of the year.
Yeah, we'll definitely
Nas,
do that.
Ransom, Lupe, Thought, right?
We'll definitely do that. Let me get the poll. I guess I need to go ahead and put the poll in the chat itself, right? They
put
only
it up now
allow
while
me,
we're still up, and then you can,
They only allow me to do one
up.
poll in the live, you know what I'm saying? So maybe we can kind of do just that one. Come Up Artist of the Year. Did we agree on Lotto? I know some people said Rome Streets. Who do you think is the Come Up Artist of the Year? Okay. I think it's Lotto, too.
It's Lotto. She really did come up this year, like come all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, she's a star now. It was a big year for her.
Yeah, she's a star.
It's
a thing.
Album of the year is KD3. Song of the year, Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. Band down on the scene like it's Saladin.
People said put a poll up on YouTube and
scheme is aquamarine. You mask how you really feel like it's Halloween when they ask how you really feel about my machine. You see, I can just quote that off the top of my head.
What do y'all think? What do you think about the fact that people are saying Shay Noir or Rome Streets for that come up artist of the year?
Lotto became a star this year. Like, y'all are talking on some rap shit, and I get it, but it's like she literally went from being like somebody that was on the come up to working with all the major names that she grew up looking up to and adoring, in addition to going on tour. When it, like, no, like a come up is not just a rap, like bar work come up. It's an actual come up where you go from being somebody who is bubbling and might become a star to actually becoming a viable star. She became a viable star this year, Mike.
I agree with you.
Not taking that away from her just because they're better spitters. Y'all talking about who rap better. I'm not talking about who became a star this year and came all the way up.
All right, I'm putting this in there now, man.
I be arguing about Che Noir, and y'all be knocking Che down in here, and now y'all trying to pull up and talking about she the one that came up. Y'all been knocking this shit down every time I put her up high. Y'all wild.
You know what? Let me add another option. You said, who's the other option? Black Thought, Ransom, and Lupe, right?
Nas.
I think Nas is going to throw the poll off, but whatever.
If you want to leave him out, that's fine. That's just not fair.
That's going to leave. I mean, Nas is getting his, man.
That's fine.
I see people saying Glorilla. That's awesome. We got 36 Chambers.
We talked about Glow. We talked about Glow being maybe the come-up artist of the year.
All right, so I got the poll in there. And
you really kept Nas off the poll?
Yeah, he's going to throw off the balance, man. 36 Chambers of the Super Chat.
Hold on, if he's gonna throw off the balance, that kind of makes him the lyricist of the year.
He's Nas, man. You know what I mean? Like, people see Nas's name, they're just gonna vote for him.
So now we just to the point that we can't put the man name in the lyricist of the year conversation. It's like, well, if it's a lyricist of the year conversation, put Nas in.
When Nas is involved, people are not gonna be objective here.
Okay.
36 Chambers of the Super Chat says Thought is absolutely lyricist of the year, and it's not close. Lupe and JID had better bars, in my opinion, than Ransom. If you really dissect the lines, Thought was different this year. Cheat Codes was special.
Black Thought's winning this right now 62% to 30% to 9% anyway, so.
Okay. Somebody said, Mike, why you ain't putting Nas in there? See? Y'all were waiting to throw off the balance. This is like Kanye running for president.
Terrible. Get to the next award, please, sir.
The next award, we got Song of the Year, Aquamarine. Okay, this is what I put out there. I put out Sample of the Year and Beat of the Year. Should those be two different things?
Yeah, because just because you got to get best sample don't mean you have the best beat.
I think Sample of the Year is legit with DJ Khaled's Party as honorable mention, but I think legit Sample of the Year.
It is. What's the beat of the year?
What is the beat of the year? I would like to ask the people. What do you think off top? What's the best produced hip-hop song of 2022? In your opinion? Is it something on West Side's project?
Peppers came to mind.
Super Kick Party came to mind for me, but
I was actually about to say, what's the joint? PYS came to mind.
Ooh, that's a good one.
PYS came to mind. Mike and Quincy came to mind.
Mike and Quincy's a good one too. That beat's crazy. What do y'all think?
Those were the ones that I thought of beat-wise immediately. I thought of PYS. I thought of Mike and Quincy.
Jermaine Johnson with the super chat says, "Damn it, I was the one that tweeted and tagged A2HH in the Mag Hopper best group list. I was putting my daughter to sleep. When I tapped back in, I caught only the tail end of the segment. We'll repost the segment for you, man. Appreciate the tag too, Jermaine. We had a huge discussion about it. A lot of it turned into OKC talk, but you know."
Yeah, Peppers, Mike and Quincy, and PYS were rang off in my head. Like, in my head, I heard those beats. I was like, ooh. Like, Mike, legit is my favorite rap song this year.
Is it?
Like, okay. Nas is legit. Yeah, legit's my favorite rap song this year.
So I see people saying Thun. I see people saying Mike and Quincy. I see people.
Thun's pretty tough too. The beat Thun is tough, man. Hit Boy's producer of the year. That's what it is.
He is. Well, that's the next one.
I think Mike and Quincy probably is this one.
I see somebody saying Pushin' P for beat.
Nah, but it's a dope beat.
Peppers.
Yeah, Peppers. Told you. Diet Coke. Diet Coke's beats pretty hard, Mike.
I'm okay with the Diet Coke pick.
Yeah. I think Peppers more than Diet Coke. I think
Diet Coke might be the pick, Coop, because Diet Coke is that beat that when it came out.
No, just because everybody want to rap to it don't make it the best beat, Mike.
Okay. I think that's important, though.
It's important, what about BDP? Hold on. It's important, but does that supersede a better beat? Like, is what Hit Boy did on Mike and Quincy better?
A lot of people are saying Mike and Quincy.
Is better? Like, because here's the thing: is like if I'm picking beats, that's actually the last big beat I'm picking of like the top notch beats that we're choosing from.
What do you think about BDP?
Ooh, no.
I see
Super Kick Party's up there more than BDP is.
I see PSY and Peppers up there. Peppers is getting a lot of love.
Peppers is for real, man.
Peppers is getting a lot of love. PYS is too.
Put it up in the chat, Mike.
It's Mike and Quincy. Man.
Mike and Quincy, PYS, Peppers, and
let's see.
Mike and Quincy, PYS, Peppers. What was the last one we just named?
They only let me do one poll at a time, so I might have to end the other poll. It looks like Thoughts winning.
Thoughts winning that. Thoughts up 65% right now.
All right, so let me end that and let me start another poll. They'll let me start another poll. So best beat. This should be a lot more competitive. Best beat.
Peppers. Mike and Quincy. PYS.
All right, hold on.
Diet Coke. I'm with fam. Who just said that? Yawning said, "Let the smoker shine the coupe." See, that's the thing. I like "Let the smoker shine the coupe" beat better than I like the Diet Coke beat. But I'm gonna let y'all have y'all little Diet Coke.
So, all right, we got Peppers, Mike and Quincy, right?
PYS, Diet Coke.
Those are the choices?
Yeah, I think so.
Diet Coke.
All right. Ordered Diet Coke.
Let's see. Let's see what the people say, because I think that's a hard category. That's a tough category.
I do. And I think people are gonna people tallying up in the chat.
I predict that people are gonna pick Mike and Quincy.
I say Peppers is gonna win.
I hope Peppers win because I think that's where I would actually vote.
Peppers is the one that energizes. Peppers is the beat that puts the battery in your back when you hear it on some rap shit. You hear the beat drop, you're like, "Oh, what?
Shit, crazy.
Like what?
Stop what you're doing."
Oh, that's that rap shit. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's that rap shit.
And then you hear Most Def Yasin Bey on it. It's like, oh shit.
Talib just went.
He did.
Sir, there.
DJ Bruce Almighty with the super chat says Joey Badass with the Stephanie Mills sample.
Okay. Yeah, that's not better than that 5 Heartbeat sample. I'm sorry.
36 Chambers says Michael and Quincy beat of the year for those switches. One element falls off and one new element adds on each. It's like 4 beat switches this happened. Okay.
And Mike and Quincy is up pretty heavy right now too.
It's probably gonna win. All right. So the next category,
people are tallying up.
Producer of the year. I think that's Hit Boy. Hit Boy Producer of the Year. All right.
Ooh, Talib should have been in our lyricist conversation. We had him in there.
He should have been. Definitely. Yeah. Live Performer of the Year. I got Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. He's a great live performer. Always has been.
Yep. He's getting better too. 36 Chambers with the super chat says Peppers' beat sounds unfinished to me. Okay.
I don't mean it ain't great. The Bridge is Over wasn't finished. Right. Yeah. The Bridge is Over was chopped up. It wasn't finished. Shit's epic.
Music video of the year. I think The Heart Part 5.
The Heart? Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. Heart Part 5. Jay Short with the super chat says, my favorite beat this year is Zipper Bags.
Oh yeah, the Freddie. I love Zipper Bags.
Freddie got some production on that album, man.
His album, like until Hit Boy did what he did on KD3, that was the best produced rap album this year.
It was the album of the year up until that point, I think.
So that too. Yes, it was.
Group/duo of the year. Does that go to Black Star? I think so. Or does that go to Earth Gang? I think
no. It's Black Star.
It's Black Star. Mm-hmm. All right, here's the fun part.
This is gonna be fun. I know we're gonna have to put a poll up for this.
Collaboration album of the year.
So we have the Dreamville. We got the Metro. We got the Long Live DJ Shay. We got the West Side. The Mount Westmore.
Mount Westmore.
And we got the Dizza, Crit, and Wiz.
I'm leaning towards that, man. I'm leaning towards the Dizza, Crit, and Wiz, man.
I'm actually leaning towards the Dreamville, Mike.
Are you?
I went back and listened to that Dreamville album. That shit hard, Mike. That shit dope. I like the Shay a lot, too. Any one of these albums?
Ho. And we got Drake and 21. Yeah.
Okay. The Dreamville album.
mean, we got Drake and 21 ranked, kind of high. I like Full Court Press, though. I mean.
No. The Drake and 21 is actually a really solid project, Mike. It really is. Her Loss is a solid project. That Dreamville album for me, Mike, is, I don't know.
What do we need to put up in the chat?
I just like it when mixtapes have a Who Shot Your Beat on it. I'm sorry, it just does something to me. It's like you do your job. Even the R&B joints, Mike. Even the Ari joint on there is like really the couple Ari joints in there even super maxed out. It's like
if we got to put
rap and they had me paying attention.
All right, so the 4 that we're putting in there, right? We're gonna put in Metro. We're gonna put in Full Court Press.
Yep.
We're gonna put in Dreamville.
Yep, the D-Day, and the Long Live DJ Shay.
And what about Her Loss?
I guess. The Shay is better than Her Loss, though. It just is. It's just the truth.
Huh.
It's a better project.
Think so?
No, it's
looks
just
like Mike and Quincy won this.
It is what it is. It's not even like a bias about what I like to hear. It's just there's more dope songs on the Shay project than there are on the Her Loss project. The Her Loss project probably wins for the production side of things, but them songs on the Shay, no, they was hard. They came through for him. Like Benny Stoke, no, they came through.
You want to see the results of this real quick?
Which one?
Beat, Michael and Quincy, 85 votes. And it was 61% Michael and Quincy, Diet Coke 21%, Pepper 17%, PYS 0. This is fun. We should do this more often. Okay.
No, that's cool.
So this is what we got here. About to put up another poll. So best collaborative album. Album. Let's see. We got. We should do this more often. This is fun. All right, so we got Metro.
Yeah.
I mean, I know his albums like, Heroes and this and that, but I'm just going to put Metro album. We got Full Court Press.
You just put Heroes up there too,
Yeah. Press. We asking the people here, you know what I'm saying? Her Loss. And Dreamville. All right, I'm interested to see what this is going to be. Okay. 36 says Metro is the best collaboration album. Okay, well, we about to see.
It's possible.
We are about to see. I think all of these are really good collaboration albums. I think that for me, though, I just enjoyed the Full Court Press, and I love the fact that these guys who I didn't even know were going to make a collaboration album or even collaborated were able to make such an enjoyable album with so many different types of styles they have. Let's see. I want to get caught up on this super chats though before we go to the next category. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think I'm missing anything. All right, so We're going to get back to that one, the collaboration album. Verse of the year.
Thought Aquamarine, verse 1.
Verse 1, Aquamarine. Any objections, guys? That's a pretty good one.
Talib's verse on Peppers. Nas on verse 2, Mike and Quincy. Ransom had some contenders. Lupe had some contenders.
Yep.
Benny on Blow for Blow, you know.
OG album of the year.
I think we're giving that to KRS, ain't we?
Yeah. Should that be a category?
I like that category. The only question is it when is it like OG status?
Yeah, when does it constant? That's why I even asked that, because I'm like, well, KD3 could be considered OG album of the year, right?
Right. But we ain't gonna do that to KRS or like G-Rap or those guys. Like them is the real OGs now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there are forefathers now. Like those dudes like Bambaataa and like all those guys. I mean, you know, not Bambaataa, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though. You know, like all those guys are like super old now. Like they're not, you know what I mean?
Respectfully.
Yeah, no, respectfully, like Social Security, like retired status with it. So like when KRS and G-Rap are like our OGs now, they're like.
And when they go in the studio and put in work, they gotta get that.
Yeah, they're like they're in their 50s in the studio putting in work and doing albums and stuff. So it's like that's OG for real.
Freestyle of the year, I got.
Hold on. The Prophetic brought up something. Mount Westmore for the OGs. That would be considered an OG album, Mike.
I think I'm gonna have to link. I'm with you.
Because think about it, yeah. Snoop's the youngest artist, the newest artist on there, and he came out in 90, 91 on Deep Cover.
I'm with you, Mount Westmore.
It's Mount Westmore. Shout out to who put that up and said that.
No, I'm with that. Shout out.
No, because they're right. Mount Westmore would be OG.
Yeah, Mount Westmore's OG album.
The Prophetic said that. Shout out to the Prophetic. You're right. Mount Westmore would be the OG album. But KRS and Kool G-Rap did make quality projects this year, but I do feel like that Mount Westmore album is better. But look, there's 4 of them versus G-Rap and KRS like on the Dolo mission. You know what I mean? So it probably should be better.
Freestyle of the year, I got Sci-Hi on LA Lakers.
Facts.
Facts or Mickey Facts? No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody copied me on one of something Mickey Facts was actually talking about from the perspective of lyricism about the God Did verse on my Twitter page. You know, and shout out to Mickey. It was an excellent breakdown. He was explaining how some of the entendres and writing style Jay is implementing most people are not catching. And I totally understand that, and that's totally, and that's totally clear. I just want to be clear that I caught it, and it's still not verse of the year.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of.
No, I caught everything that he did and was going on. It's
I think there's a lot of that.
Like, oh no, the writing is beautiful.
It's Jay. I mean, I think there's a lot of things.
It's not going to be dope. It's Jay. It's not like I said the verse was whack.
He's not going to go out there and spit some garbage. He's Jay. He's great.
The verse is good. It's a good verse.
Yeah. 36 Chambers with the super chat says, we need a poll for the verse. Chat saying Johnny P with Cole. Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Well,
Aquamarine,
I guess that kind of goes to...
Hold on, let's get the Best Collab album out the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's close. The Dreamville's winning, Mike.
Is it?
Yeah, Dreamville's up.
Okay. I love it.
33%, the full court press is 27%. It's close.
It's close. We'll let this one rock for a few more minutes.
Right.
I'll say comeback artist of the year. Is that a category to give this year? Does that go to Black Star again, or I hear some people saying
that's for a couple decades, so probably.
Who do y'all think is comeback artist of the year? I mean, does Jeezy fit in that?
Yeah, because Ransom came back last year, I felt like, so that wouldn't be Ransom.
Yeah. We can skip that for now, if we even need it. But it sounds like that's a Black Star win again.
I mean, they worked on and did come back and make a dope album.
I mean, and people have been waiting on them to come back forever. Somebody said DaBaby, Lloyd Banks. I feel like Lloyd Banks came with an album.
Lloyd Banks came back last year, though. Yeah. So he back. He was back last year.
I don't know what DaBaby came back from.
He never left. It's just immediate. Very problematic.
Featured appearance of the year. I think that's Johnny P's caddy.
That's Johnny P's Caddy. But we can put the bars of the year up too.
Okay. Because it's about the people, you know. Collaboration song of the year. Is that Johnny P's Caddy again?
I think Blow for Blow might actually take that, or Peppa should take that.
I like those choices.
Because technically, West Side Gun Get with Black Star is a collaboration.
It is. And I think Peppa's deserves something.
I think Peppa's deserves something, too.
And I truly believe that Blow for Blow deserves something, too. But I think that Peppa's, the gravity of that collaboration. Look at this, man. Black Star winning 3 awards, and according to hip hop, look at that.
Well, we're fair and unbiased. Like we've been saying that we are. I don't have to like you to give you your due. That's how it's really supposed to work.
All the shit that we talked this year about, how their album was released and this and that, and Black Star gets 3 according to hip hop awards.
They're getting about as many awards as Nas and Black Thought are.
Looks like it.
But we're fair. We actually speak objectively, even if people get on our motherfucking nerves.
All right, let's see. Mike and Quincy, their collaboration song. We got Peppa's, and it looks like Dreamville won that collaboration album of the year.
Hey, can I tell you something, Mike? I like the Full Court Press a lot, but it's not better than the Dreamville. It's just more fun than the Dreamville.
Yeah, I'm with that.
It's fun to listen to, though, because I'm with you on the Full Court Press, because you put it in. It's like, that was a quick, fun listen. It's like, why can't more rap albums be like this?
Right.
Right.
Let's see. With 70 votes, Dreamville got 38%, Full Court Press 22%, Her Loss 21%, and Metro 17%. It's pretty close. I like it. What about Slept On Album of the Year? That's something I didn't have in the original notes, but I think is necessary.
I think maybe the Your Old Droog album got slept on pretty heavily. And I found that album to be highly impressive.
Okay. I know some people will probably say Rome Streets might need to be in that conversation. Okay. I think the Liz 2 might need to be in that conversation. I want to put up a poll with this one.
I thought about that. This is poll worthy. The Liz 2, the Kiss the Ring.
Okay.
Yep, Liz 2, Kiss the Ring.
Slept On album.
Core Mega's album.
Think so?
It was pretty slept on, wouldn't you say? You think it got pub? Like outside of the Nas feature, did it get pub?
I don't think it did, but do you think that there's something?
Oh, you mean quality-wise, is it up there?
Yeah. Do you think it's something that might be a little bit more deserving? Maybe Saba? I'm seeing the Liz. I'm seeing Ransom. I'm seeing Core Mega.
I'm seeing Continuance. I'm seeing that Boldy and Craven. I'm seeing Food for Thought. I'm with Food for Thought if people still feel like Food for Thought is being slept on. Okay. Food for Thought. I'll put that in there because I think that's one that's really... Continuance. How about this? Was Continuance slept on? I think so. I think that it came out so early that things just kept jumping over it. Let's see. I'm thinking Food for Thought, Continuance, Kiss the Ring, and the Liz 2. Which ones? Continuance, the Liz 2, Kiss the Ring, what else? Food for Thought, check. What do you think? I'm cool. What do you think about putting the Czarface in there? I'm cool with that. I only get 4 slots. You think I should take Continuance out, or? I feel like Continuance made our top 20 list, so I don't know how it can be slept on by us. Well, so did Food for Thought. So maybe we need to put like stuff that didn't make our top 20 isn't like necessarily slept on by us because we're acknowledging it by saying that it made our top 20 list. I got you. So maybe if you're making our top 20 list, that's us saying we're not sleeping on you, we're watching you. So the Rome can't be in there. The Liz 2 is not in there, so that she would be viable. Yeah. The Czarface would be viable. What about Method Man? The Method Man would be viable. That's where I was going. Czarface.
Let's see. I feel like we're missing something still.
Let me go to my album list right quick.
All right. So I'm going to take Continuance out.
Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes.
Yeah. All right. Let's put Denzel in there because a lot of people got all kind of smoke for us because it's not in there.
Yeah. The Denzel Curry.
All right.
The Czarface, the Method Man, the Liz. 2.
All right. And,
did Joey make our top 20 list?
No. Is Joey slept on or was it disappointing?
Nope.
There's a difference.
Glad you said that.
Do we have I say that respectfully, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with Joey, but
the Game didn't make our top 20 either.
What was the other one that you said? It was Czarface, Meth Lab 3, The Liz 2, and what else?
Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry, yeah, that was the one.
I was about to say we didn't.
Yeah.
What was in the Game? Drillmatic. What do you think? Or you think the Drillmatic was more of a disappointment than Slept On?
Yeah, I think it was some mess steps and whatnot. I don't think it was.
I think it was just too many records.
Because everybody was checking for it. It wasn't like it was Slept On. All right, so
I guarantee you they playing those tracks out on the West Coast way more than they're playing,
the other guy.
There's plenty of guys out there. That's the thing about it. You got Vince, you got YG, Schoolboy, Ad.
Was Ramona Park slept on?
Game. No. Ramona Park made our list.
Yeah. Ramona Park was highly regarded. Shit, B-Dot had it at number 2.
He had it that high?
Yeah.
He knows something.
Ramona Park's nice.
It is. It's a nice album. It's not the second best album this year, but it's a nice album. It's definitely should make, most lists.
I see.
Flee Lord made a comment. I saw Flee Lord did an Instagram post, talking about how these lists don't feed his family or send his daughter to college. And I was thinking, well, it's funny. It does that for me. That's why I do them. Next. Right.
Yeah, everybody got to eat, right?
Right. It's like why you saying that shit? It's like, no. You understand niggas ain't making this list for fucking free, my nigga.
Uncle Fran with the super chat says the Elzhi in Georgia Anna Mudrow is slept on album of the year. I'm with that.
I got the Georgia Ann Mudrow right here too. We did not give it a rating or its proper due because I have listened to it. So maybe.
What did you think about it? Because I know I'm a super Elzhi fan.
I was impressed by it for somebody who's not a big Elzhi fan. Okay. Really impressed. Thought it might be his best project.
I think it's very slept on.
You can throw it in there. I'm cool. Who you taking out? Meth?
I mean, the poll's already up. Okay. Maybe I can close the poll.
I'm not in the chat right now. So
36 Chambers of the super chat says Czar, Meth, and Muggs, and Rock Marciano. Rock Marciano made our top 20. So
Marcy made our list. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wouldn't be eligible. Okay. So I think we got everything. Do we need to do a comeback artist of the year?
I don't think
it's Black Star, man. It's gotta be.
I'm trying to think somebody who came and gave us something this year where it's just man, thank you for that. Where have you been? And they'd be the closest thing to it, even though I don't feel that
way. Nah, we all been waiting on Black Star. All right.
So we haven't been, but the album was dope.
Oh yeah. All right. So artist of the year, we got Nas. Lyricist of the year, we got Black Thought. Come Up Artist of the Year, Lotto. Album of the Year, KD3. Song of the Year, Aquamarine. Sample of the Year, Legit by Nas and Hit Boy. Beat of the Year, Mike and Quincy. Producer of the Year, Hit Boy. Live Performer of the Year, Kendrick Lamar. Music Video of the Year, The Heart Part 5. Group of the Year, Black Star. Group/duo of the year, Black Star. Collaboration album of the year, Dreamville. Verse of the year, verse 1 of Aquamarine. I can put a poll up for Johnny P's Caddy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put that poll up. Hold on. But who's winning the Slept On album vote?
Looks like Method Man is.
He is.
Let's see. Yeah, Method Man won by 40%.
Yep.
Oh, Wu-Tang's in the building. All right, let me put...
It's Wu-Tang forever, Mike. This is proof positive why they're greatest group of all time. Think about it. It's like Czarface and Method Man. Deck and Meth did work this year. It's a slow year. Raekwon might be our. Ooh, that's what we missed. Guest appearance artist of the year.
Nah, we got featured artist of the year. That was.
No, featured appearance, not featured artist.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that real quick.
Right. Because I think we should do a live poll for that because I think we have some viable candidates. And we should let the people decide
we'll talk about that real quick. Black Thought. Aqua.
Poll for Johnny P's caddy.
Yep. The people in the community.
We just gonna put those two up.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think those are the ones that people want to go against each other real quick. Let's see. Ohio K with the super chat says Freddie needs an award for Soul Separately. He does.
No, he don't.
It's a dope album.
No, I mean just because it's a dope album. I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can just find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time, fam. You know what I mean? When you thought about collaboration of the year, it's like that could be DJ Paul and Freddie. PYS.
Possibly.
Yes, that's a possibility.
Okay, so featured artist of the year.
Raekwon, J. Cole.
Okay.
I don't care about the rest of these niggas.
Ray, J. Cole.
Who else?
Who's had a great feature run this year?
Right. If you want to, you can put Jay in there. Jay did 2 verses that got a lot of notoriety this year.
Okay. No, definitely. Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I see people had Wayne on the list. Like, did Wayne do a lot of work this year?
I thought he just did God Did. What else did he do?
That's what I thought, too. Okay, I see people saying Ray. Who we missing?
Benny did a lot of guest work. They're right. Benny did a lot of guest work.
Benny. Okay. I like it.
Mad Man, I'm not biased. I just know more than you, and so you have trouble dealing with it, but you're going to be okay. Get that out your system for the new year, my G. Love you, man.
Johnny P's caddy is winning 60% to 40%. Is this a popularity contest? I don't know. Maybe we're
Can't control the people. They off the chain, man. Let's see what's winning. This Johnny P's caddy is beating the Aquamarine verse.
That's what I'm talking about. It's 59%.
See, here's the thing, Mike. All these ones that you have up in the chat, we need to put them out for the larger forum anyway.
We'll do that.
Yeah. So before we even finalize the list, maybe you should just let this run. Maybe I'd say to about noon tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And at noon tomorrow, cut off all the polls, and then we'll put our finalized list up.
Yeah. DJ Bruce Almighty with the super chat says, I didn't notice until the Joe Budden podcast that Ab-Soul hadn't released the album since 2016. Maybe there was a label issue at TDE. Possibly. 36 Chambers says Wayne was 1-1 on the best. That's right. He was on that JID track. What about JID's features? You got Benny over that?
Yeah, I'm Wayne over that. And
okay.
Benny.
All right, let's do this.
Mad Max, right. Kodak did a lot of features this year, too. I'm cool with Kodak being in the combo. Kodak did his thing.
So who do you want to take out?
Thing this year. You could say 21, too. I was thinking about 21
I was thinking about 21 as well. Who you want to take out? Because it's only room for like 4.
Okay. Ray and Cole are in there, so... I'm cool with sliding Kodak in there, though.
For who? Benny or Jay?
Jay.
Think so?
Yes.
Jay has some big features this year.
Okay, keep Jay in there. Take Benny out.
I think Benny had the better features. Well, okay, we'll do this. Jay and Kodak.
No, take. You want to know? Just take Kodak out if you're gonna do that. Because we're not really putting him in a position to win in this format, in this forum anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take him out and put Benny in. Because Kodak ain't gonna get no votes from these people anyway. Outside of Mad Max Young Ass.
J. Cole's gonna win this poll anyway.
Raekwon should win it, but.
And yeah, I think that's That's a wrap, man. I think that we're about ready to go to print with this. I want to let's give this poll to about 8:15 to close up, and we can get up out of here. But yeah, that'll be the featured artist, Slept On Album of the Year, Meth Lab. That's interesting.
It was pretty dope, Mike. I told you the bar work there was high. I told you he was an early lyricist of the year contender. He just, this is what I mean. People, and this is where 2022 is really, really heavy that people don't notice. It's a lyrical heavy year. Like,
somebody said Freddie was robbed this year.
People understand the people that were outside this year. It's frightening to be an MC this year. Nas and Black Thought were outside releasing projects the same year. That's enough to make everybody else MC-wise go crawl into a hole. But then you add people like Lupe, Conway, Benny,
Black
J.I.D. coming out, Raekwon and J. Cole doing the guesswork that they're doing, coming and blistering up people's projects, Freddie making the project that he made, Rome Streets, Che Noir, Stove still popping up doing shit. Love dropped the dope album. Like the MCing, the actual craft of MCing is still okay.
It really is. Now let me go through some of these winners again.
Is okay.
Let me go through some of these winners again, and we can get up out of here. Artist of the Year, Nas. Lyricist of the Year, Black Thought. Come Up Artist of the Year, Lotto. Album of the Year, KD3. Song of the Year, Aquamarine. Sample of the Year, Legit. Beat of the Year, Mike and Quincy. Producer of the Year, Hit Boy. Live Performer of the Year, Kendrick Lamar. Music Video of the Year, The Heart Part 5. Group/Duo of the Year, Black Star. Collaboration Album of the Year, Dreamville. Verse of the Year. Well, that's still up for grabs right now, but we're going to close that out in a second. OG Album of the Year,
Mount Westmore.
Freestyle of the Year, Sci-Hi Freestyle on LA Leakers. You got Comeback Artist of the Year, Black Star. Featured Appearance of the Year, Johnny P's Caddy from J. Cole. Collaboration Song of the Year, Peppers. Slept On Album of the Year, Meth Lab 3. Featured Artist of the Year, looks like it's about to be Cole.
It's a great year. I mean, think about this. Like, you got like, this is what I mean. It's a great time for like MCs and MCing. You got guys like Joey Badass and Vince Staples, who for their generation are top flight MCs. And it's like they didn't even register in our Lyricist of the Year conversation. Like, Vince and Joey are nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're nice. They couldn't even like sniff this list. Think about it. Like, Conway didn't win anything or make any of our top finalized lists for anything.
This is Conway. This is somebody that we had as the best rapper in the game 2 years ago.
I mean, I told you, he was literally the best rapper in hip hop to me as far as like lyrics and rhymes are concerned until KD2 dropped. So, yeah.
Ohio okay with the super chat says, they did Ray dirty in the poll. All right, let's see.
They really are. Cole might be getting some of that Nas bias people been talking about. Because everything we put in, Cole's winning. Notice Dreamville won, and Cole won Johnny P's Caddy, and now Cole's winning Best Feature. So we might have some Cole bias going on, too.
Cole won 49%.
He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, feed that out to the masses, Mike. We got some,
All right. Well, looks like we got our awards pretty much, and we'll do some tightening up on it. Release it tomorrow. And remember, Friday, we're going to be rocking. So Friday, we're going to get on here for maybe like 30 minutes and get everybody over to our station here where Coop and I is going to be playing the best songs of 2022 and just going to jam out and take requests, talk to the fans, y'all call in or whatever. They got a whole tipping type of situation over there too, right? So we're not missing out on super chats.
Yeah. People can still break bread with us. I would.
Yeah, we might need to have it situated where it's like break bread and you can just call in or something like that, you know.
Break bread with your request and then chime in and talk to us for a while because it kind of works like a radio format where it's like, well, in here you super chat and Mike B reads them out and then I talk shit. But on the station head, it kind of works like, well, put your request in and then put in a request to speak. And you know what I'm saying? It's actually more effective to super chat on the station head because we can actually pull you up live, play the song that you want to play, and like all that stuff.
You can holler at us or whatever and commentate and talk shit too. So, yeah, that's going to be perfect. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to put these awards out tomorrow. And like I said, we're going to jam out on Friday and then bring in the new year right. Bruce Almighty.
Super chat.
Yeah. I see it. Bruce Almighty with the super chat says, just wondering, did y'all hear Mac's album? I like Mac's album. I think it's there with the, the Fife album. And it's been a lot of good music this year.
Ooh, that could have been an OG album candidate too. The Phife album was dope. That's what I mean. There's a lot of work this year.
Honestly, you know what? Mac could be comeback artist of the year.
He could be, because he done came back from a lot. For real, for real.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with Mac taking our comeback artist of the year, because think about where he's been.
Yeah. All right, let me change that. Yeah, Mac, comeback artist.
Giving that to Mac. Shout out to DJ Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Checked it out. The Mac is dope.
Yeah, and that's why we have these discussions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't make these lists ourselves.
You just made me think about the Phife, Mike. I really enjoyed the Phife.
I did too. I think that maybe that's a slept-on candidate too.
Yeah. Czarface. Like, there's so much stuff out here. That's what I'm saying. Think about this. It's like Deck and Meth, who are from the Wu-Tang Clan, didn't make our lyricists list. Like, that's how deep it is this year.
It's crazy. Darius Campbell with the super chat says, appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all too, man. I'm looking forward to Friday so we can actually play some music. I'll be wanting to play music on this show, but the YouTube police don't allow that. So
they barely allowed me to say Kyrie.
All right, man. We're going to get up out of here, man.
If you like Coop say Kyrie, we taking this week's money from these niggas.
Right. Bullying. Great show. We're going to holler at y'all Friday. Good stuff. Download Station Head, too.